What's up, guys? Welcome to Chiefs Chat, episode number 85. I'm feeling good, okay? We got a game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Fantastic, you know? Incredible football team compared to college teams. Because in the NFL, they're not too great, frankly. They're not the best team, you know? So this should be an easy win, you know, right? We are the Kansas City Chiefs, you know, on paper, this should be a victory, right? You know? It should be. But you never know. I mean, this season has been up and down. I'm not sure what's going on. You know, a lot of people have been asking me, you know, we're 1-2. You know, what's going on? Is it time to hit the panic button in Kansas City? And you know what? My response so far has been absolutely not. You know, we're 1-2 right now. But we could just as easily be 3-0. You know, take away a couple of turnovers and we're 3-0. Because fundamentally, we are winning these football games. We're just shooting ourselves in the foot. But if we lose this game, if we lose to the Philadelphia Eagles, I think it might be time to hit the panic button. That would not be a good thing, especially if it's by more than 2 possessions, because then, you know, that means we're not even competing against these teams, and that's a problem. We're not going to win playoff games if we can't beat the Eagles. So, you know what? I mean, you could sit here and say that, you know, there's a lot on the line. I mean, this team is not a good football team. It should be an easy victory. But if we can't win this game, then I'm not sure what to think, you know? It might be time to hit the panic button. So in this game, okay, obviously, you know, we want to see Patrick Mahomes ball out. Because a lot of people are saying he's not even top 5 right now, which, you know what, I'm going to ignore people that even make that claim. It's ridiculous. But let's see Patrick Mahomes ball out, you know? Let's see him get 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. Let's see him, you know, distribute the ball. You know, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill. Josh Gordon's not going to play this Sunday. Not quite yet, okay? Still getting warmed up. Still on the practice squad. So we're going to have to wait for him. But when it comes to our other guys, we got to see them ball out. We just have to, okay? And you know, on top of that, obviously, limit the turnovers. We can't. We just got to stop with the turnovers. We just have to. Because these first couple of games, you know, we would, like I said, we would be 3-0 right now. If we were playing good, fundamental football and not making turnovers, okay? That's been our problem. We got to stop with the turnovers. We just have to. And then, of course, okay, this offense, this Eagles offense, it's not that great. You know, it's just not. You know, they've got Jalen Hurts. He's fantastic. Good young quarterback. But it's not really there yet. It's just not. So our defense should be able to stop this offense. I want to see it, man. Because so far this season, every time our defense steps onto the field, I just don't feel good. I feel like the other team is going to run down the field and get a touchdown every single time. So it's been tough as I get a Snapchat from somebody because I'm famous. But it's been tough, okay? It's been hard to see. But this Eagles football team, we should be able to handle this offense. We should be. I don't know what else to say. If we can't stop Miles Sanders from running the ball 100 yards, that's a problem. But like I said, okay, even if the defense struggles, I think our offense should be able to put up a lot of points. This Eagles defense is bad. They're not very good. They're pretty garbage, in my opinion. So you know what, man? Let's just ball out. Let's score 40 points. Let's have our defense, you know, start to show signs of playing some good football because it's been so tough, man. You know, everybody, you know, on my fantasy league, they're looking at the Chiefs and they're like, hey, you know, who's playing the Chiefs? Oh, it's the Eagles. Let's start Jalen Hurts. Let's start Miles Sanders because they're going to get a lot of points against this Chiefs defense, because the Chiefs defense has been garbage so far this year. And you know what? I don't blame them. I just don't. You know, I even think I had someone going up against the Chiefs a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, boom, in the starting lineup, because this Chiefs defense is so bad. I mean, it is historically bad. We got to get it turned around. We just have to. I mean, come on. Like I said a couple of episodes ago, Spags, defensive coordinator for the Chiefs, he's on the hot seat. You know, I'm not feeling too good about his performance in the first few weeks. I'm just not. He's struggling a lot. We got to get someone in there to revamp this defense. You know, even an overhaul if we have to. Keep a couple of the key pieces. Chris Jones. You know, again with Chris Jones, I think we got to have a conversation. I mean, we got to move him to defensive tackle. I'm not sure what he thinks he's doing on the edge. He's not good. He's a defensive tackle. That's where he needs to be. So I feel like first things first, we got to do something. We got to move him to defensive tackle. And then, of course, you know, Tyrann Mathieu is definitely one of the guys that we should keep. And, you know, a lot of Chiefs fans, I've been seeing a lot of, like, Instagram videos about how people are getting pretty pumped up about guys like DeAndre Baker getting some reps. And, you know, even guys like Rashad Fenton getting some reps. And, you know, guys like L'Jarius Sneed getting some reps. I mean, some of those secondary corner guys getting some more time and starting to get better. And, because of the fact that Chartavius Ward is out and has been for the past couple of weeks, we're starting to get those young guys, a few more reps. And this is a great game. They've got Devonta Smith. They've got a couple of good, kind of sneaky players, when it comes to weapons on offense. But these are guys that we should be able to contain. I mean, we just should. This should not be a problem for this Chiefs defense. And I think it's really going to instill some confidence in this group. I think we're going to have a solid game. Obviously, I expect us to win this game. This is a game that, if you're a Super Bowl contender, you should be able to beat the Eagles. I mean, you just should. They're not a very good team. So like I said, if we can't get this thing done, I think it's time to hit the panic button. I just think it is. And of course, okay, I want to see Clyde get a lot of touches. He's been getting a lot over the past few weeks, and that's great to see. But I want to see him get touches, be productive, and not fumble the ball. That's been a problem for Clyde, obviously. So let's see him be a little bit more productive. I don't want to see him fumble. I just don't. That's not a fun thing to watch. And then, of course, Patrick, okay? Don't throw an interception, please. I'll cry, okay? You've already thrown 3, which, isn't a lot in the grand scheme of things, especially since you've thrown 9 touchdowns. But let's just limit the mistakes. I mean, I know a lot of them weren't even your fault, Pat. I don't know why I've just decided to talk to you directly. But, I mean, I just don't understand, man. We've got to stop making mistakes. A dropped pass by Marcus Kemp. Come on, man. I can only think of one interception that Pat has thrown so far this year that's actually been his fault. The other one a couple of weeks ago was like bounced off of a, receiver or something like that, just flew up in the air and landed in the arms of a defender. It's just, that's the way it goes a lot of times. So, I'm not worried as of right now. A lot of people are asking me, are you worried? We're 1-2. Oh no, we're not going to make the playoffs. We're fine, okay? And I know it looks bad in the division right now. The Raiders are 3-0. The Broncos are 3-0. Chargers are 2-1. But come on, man, okay? The Broncos, yeah, they're 3-0. But guess what the record is of the 3 teams that they've beat? 0-10. I mean, they have not lost. The teams that they've played have not won a game so far. The Broncos are not legitimate contenders. They're just not. And when you look at the Raiders, I mean, they're 3-0. But when they play the Chiefs, it's over. It's game over. We're beating the Raiders. And if we can win out, we'll end up with the same amount of losses as the Raiders, assuming they don't, they don't lose another game to another team, which is definitely 100% likely. So trust me, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about any of these football teams. I'm just not. The Chargers, they've got Justin Herbert. They had a good squad, but we were right there. We should have won that game. And I can almost guarantee you we will when they come back to Arrowhead later this season. We're going to win. Even though it will be a tough schedule. We've got like a few games back to back to back, like really close together. And I think the Chargers is kind of on the tail end of those 3 games. So it might be tough. We might be a little fatigued, but I think we can, it doesn't matter. I think we can go in there and play good football. So I'm excited, guys. Let's look to see another Chiefs victory, okay? On the horizon, okay? 2-2, here we come. I'm making the pick, making the prediction. We're going to win. It's not that crazy of a prediction. I think we should be able to win this game. But let's see us go out there and dominate. That'd just be a great feeling. I don't want it to be close. It shouldn't be close. So let's look for like a 40-20 victory for the Chiefs. I think that's what's going to happen. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next Chiefs chat. Peace out.